Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set specific actionable goals that's going to help keep you guys motivated and help you guys move the needle forward each day. We're also going to talk about how to balance your workload by finding your stress threshold and finding that sweet spot where you guys are able to challenge yourselves and without feeling overwhelmed. All right, you guys, let's dive in. So first off, we have to find what is a SMART goal? Our SMART goal when setting any type of goals are goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and that are time bound. So here's an example. Let's say one of my goals is, for example, is to basically start making music and to posting onto social media. But guess what? I don't have a guitar. I don't have a keyboard. I don't have the hardware nor software to get to A to Z. So that's why it's very specific to have that specific SMART goals when you're trying to achieve any goals. This helps you so much. So here's another example right here. So what's my specific goal? First off, record on social media and post it on all platforms. That's specific and using the principle of specificity. And then now measurable. I can see movement daily and weekly. Basically, you're trying to find anything you can measurable. So that way you start seeing some sort of movement, either daily or not weekly. That way you're still moving the needle forward little by little as we move along with your goals. And achievable. It's basically within my potential, and I'm also able to believe in myself regardless of what others think about me and their opinions. It doesn't matter what they think. Once again, you guys, it does not matter what they think. And then relevance. Relevance aligns with my bigger vision of being recognized in this industry, right? Let's say that's one part of your goals right there, on top of the posting on social media and so forth. And then time bound, finally. I will post one video every week on Tuesdays. That is my goal. So that once again, we're using the SMART principle of setting goals of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And guys, this is one that gets a lot of people. A lot of people tend to basically get paralysis by analysis. They tend to get stuck and overthink stuff. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to look this way. On the video, I have to look this beautiful angle. On, the background can't look too dirty, right? Whatever that is. A lot of times we get stuck by paralysis just by overanalyzing stuff. Everything just has to be perfect. So this is super important when you guys are setting your goals. Use the KISS principle. And that KISS principle is just keep it simple, you guys. And just remember, ultimately, it's about progress and not perfection. Once again, you guys, it's progress and moving the needle forward and not perfection with these goals. And then to start seeing your bigger vision here, you need to have a power list. What is a power list? A power list is basically tasks that you like to do throughout the days. They're going to help you achieve, get closer to that goal. Plus, that's going to help you still do the other stuff you need to do. Like here's an example list right here, a power list. Let's say of the day. So continue to save money, right? To get closer to that goal to buy a guitar, buy a keyboard, buy an instrument, right? So that'd be the first thing. I wake up, I look at my power list. Cool. What are my tasks today? What specifically am I gonna do today? Obviously, I need to save money. Next thing, and these are not in order, you guys. Just stuff you guys can also stack them up in order, so that makes it easier, like stacking dominoes. So when they fall, everything goes to your schedule too. Another thing, gym. I have to hit the gym. That's my non-negotiable, and that's part of my mental health plus my overall longevity and health too. Another one is, hey, I need to call a mechanic. If my oil hasn't been changed or this, my car's hearing a little noise, I better take it to the mechanic because if not, I have no car, then you're taking the bus and life is not, it's gonna not be the best, right? Obviously. And number four, I need to call back people that have texted me or important people in my networking that I've been speaking to. I got to call them back and start talking to them and whatever, moving the needle forward with whatever, even if it's personal or business. And another one is part of my health. I need to hit 10,000 goals, anywhere from 8 to 10,000 goal steps by enter time frame, right? By 3 p.m., let's say, for example, let's say it was for me. So that's a power list. That's something you guys need to do on the daily. And if you guys can't do it daily, every other day. Remember, these behaviors take time to start stacking these up. And now, how do we find our stress threshold with that power list that we just looked at right now? So every day you're going to be doing these power lists, right? Of things you need to get done personally and for your business and to grow and start seeing your bigger potential. So you see right here in the very beginning for performance, you got to start seeing, hey, how am I feeling with getting these tasks done? Are some of these tasks are more over here on the other side where like I'm feeling sick, almost like fatigue, anxiety, almost even anger because I have to do this on top of call people, on top of take the car, take the dog to the vet. So your brain basically starts pre-downloading all this. Even though you haven't done it yet, your brain starts to pre-download this and be like, oh, I have to do XYZ, and your brain has a set budget it likes to stay within for this energy of tasks you guys are trying to complete daily. So once weekly, you start seeing how many tasks to find your stress threshold. You start seeing here how many tasks am I able to get done daily. And then at the end of the week, you're going to get an average. And remember, guys, it doesn't have to be five, it can be 10, whatever it is. Just prioritize the main important ones. They're going to help you move the needle forward for your mental health, personal, and business once again. And then now to find that stress threshold at the end of the week, see how many you're able to knock off this list. I did one today. Let's say I did three, and I did number five here. Those are three. So let's say by the end of the week, I'm able to get about 3 to 5 max done. So I'm basically looking at the average or anywhere between 3 to 5 that I'm able to get done that doesn't overwhelm me and I don't feel too anxiety or too much stress building throughout the weeks. And that's how you guys are finding your optimal range for your stress threshold. Find that number, find that sweet spot there, you guys. It's going to help you guys so much in your daily task and everything that you guys need to do to perform at your guys' highest level. So let's say, for example, -3, like I just mentioned right now, you guys, and also too as well, when you guys find this sweet spot by next week, try to do four. Let's say mine, for example, is three. Try to do four. Try to aim for four. That way we're stacking these wins. And what happens in our brains, there's a certain part in our brains that they've done research in for like athletes and so forth who are able to conquer their goals and crush a certain task. That part of the brain starts to develop more, and you're basically are hardwiring your brain to basically um, get these neurochemicals being released of when you conquer these things. Instead of doing other tasks like eating delicious food, you're getting these neurochemicals, right, of feel good. So you start conquering these goals, and guess what? You start feeling good from these neurochemicals that are being released. You're basically rewiring your brain. So once again, guys, find your weekly average. And then once again, like I just mentioned, keep stacking these wins. Stay focused on your bigger vision because a lot of people, places, and things are going to sidetrack you. I call this the shiny squirrel syndrome, where you're basically, oh, look at this. What's my next task? Oh, look at that. What do I have to do now? It's important to stay focused and find exactly what you need to do, and then stay focused and do not let anybody take you away from these goals in your vision. Because you're going to see the world almost pulling you apart, the people pulling you a certain way, and you're getting sidetracked. And that's why it's super important to stay focused and also where your energy is going to. Wherever your focus is going, it's what becomes important. Once again, wherever your energy and focus is going, it's going to be what becomes important in your guys' lives. So now this is seeing your bigger goal, like let's say monthly or yearly goal, right? So that way you can get to that goal of my goal, let's say, for example, was making content online and finally posting on my social media. So basically, you can go from the end goal to finally uploading here at the bottom of number 9, you can finally be like, oh, that was my main goal. You can do it from there and then go backwards down to the very beginning or start from the beginning and then go to the end goal. So mine, for example, was save $200 for guitar, right? And that'd be the first step. It can take days, weeks, just have a time bound goal for this. By the end of like 3 months, I want to get to, excuse me, number 9, right? So one would be save $200 for guitar. And then number 2, throughout these days and weeks, since I'm saving money, right? It'd be look at Guitar Center, look at magazines, look at OfferUp, look at other places that obviously sell musical instruments, and then find cheap deals to buy the guitar. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be this dream guitar with nice pickups or this whatever your specific goals is, right? Something simple. The next step would be my microphone. I need to buy a laptop so I can connect that microphone to the laptop. Next thing is buy recording software. This recording software is going to obviously let me put that music into there. And then the next one is learn the software. Start learning it. And then the last two are buy the hardware, some more hardware like obviously some microphones, some musical instrument cables as well. Then finally, my last goal when I hit it within these couple months, that my goal was for this roadmap is to finally upload it onto all my social media accounts, you guys. And that's how you hit your goal right there. Then you guys start seeing the bigger vision of what's going on, and you guys stay task oriented in all your daily goals. And this is also like once again, I stress you guys, I cannot stress enough. People, places, and things are going to take your focus somewhere else. Think of it of like a video game, right? Where you're basically trying to focus on getting this mission done. You got to collect a certain amount of gold, talk to a certain amount of people, but other people, other NPCs there, and other tasks are going to take away from your main goal to beating this boss. Let's say, for example, right? To beating this boss. Other people, places, and things are going to distract you from there. Think of it as a game, as a challenge, and it's to stay focused, you guys. So once again, this is how you guys see your bigger potential in also getting your goals done and finding that stress threshold so you guys can perform at a more optimal state and also not getting overwhelmed and getting burnt out. Make sure if you guys like this, make sure you guys like this, share this, save it so I know for future reference to make more content just like this